today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. This is the National Football League. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Flacco. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
He's got it at the 15. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Pierce. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. A give up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They will start this drive with Ford. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down at 4. Flacco. This complete to David Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run with Ford. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Got it to Bell on the out route. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. Steps away to his left. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Passing play, Flacco. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 2nd down and goal. Flacco. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well. To Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The second down throw now from Stroud. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Again, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the give, this is Singletary. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Stroud to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got Jordan complete right side. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flacco from midfield. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Stroud looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they turn to Ford. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.